What do a cringe-inducing anime introvert and three jawbreaker-obsessed cartoon con artists have in common? At first glance, Watamote and Eddy couldn't be more different. One's a Japanese-style anime about a painfully awkward high school girl, spiraling through social anxiety. The other, a surreal Western cartoon about three weird kids pulling scams for candy. Different cultures, different tones, wildly different art styles. But peel back the chaos, and they are both telling the same story, what it feels like to be an outsider. At the heart of both Watamote and Eddy are characters who don't fit in, and can't figure out why. Tomoko Kuroki enters high school expecting instant popularity and romance. Reality hits hard, she's invisible, awkward, and can barely string together a sentence without panic. Meanwhile, the Eds are the neighborhood weirdos, always one failed scheme away from being run out of the cul-de-sac. They try, they fail, and they remain just outside the social circle, laughed at or ignored. Both Tomoko and the Eds chase acceptance through wildly unrealistic plans. Tomoko copies anime tropes at dating sim tactics, thinking if she just tweaks one thing, her voice, her look, her entire personality, she'll finally be popular. The Eds, same logic, different goal, kinda. They build scams, gadgets, and disguises to get jawbreakers, but deep down, it's about being liked. They are not just bad at socializing, they fundamentally misunderstand how social interaction works. The comedy in both shows comes from discomfort. In Watamote, we hear Tomoko's arrogant inner monologue, so confident yet so delusional, completely disconnected from her outer awkwardness. In Ed, and Eddy, the humor leans more into absurd, over-the-top reactions, but the punchlines still stem from social failure. Both shows make us laugh, and wins at the same time. Tomoko says she doesn't care about what people think, which she clearly does. She stalks classmates, analyzes social hierarchies, and obsesses over popularity rankings. That's not apathy, it's loneliness in denial. Eddy acts like all he wants is money and respect, but when he's mocked or ignored, his confidence cranks. He doesn't just want jawbreakers, he wants to be seen as cool. Both shows are about characters craving connection, even if they refuse to admit it. Both Watamote and Eddy also undergo subtle shifts over time. In the early chapters of Watamote, Tomoko's life is a never-ending stream of humiliations. But as the manga progresses, she slowly, very slowly, begins to form friendships and improve her communication skills. She's still awkward, but there is genuine character development. Likewise, Ed, Eddy starts as a purely gag-driven cartoon, but later seasons, and particularly the movie, explore more about the characters' personalities and insecurities. The art styles of the two series, while different, also reflect their characters' inner chaos. Watamote frequently uses distorted imagery, shadows, and dramatic angles to reflect Tomoko's anxiety and self-loathing. Her facial expressions swing wildly from smug to terrified in seconds. Ed, and Eddy employs a constantly shifting, squiggly line animation style, often exaggerating physical movements and facial reactions to absurd levels. Both shows use the visual language to amplify the awkwardness and intensity of social discomfort, turning everyday moments into overwhelming events. In the end, Watamote and Ed, and Eddy are two sides of the same awkward coin. They are about being on the outside looking in, wanting to belong, but never quite knowing how. Their characters are messy, misguided, and often ridiculous, but painfully relatable. Whether it's a girl narrating her failures in a dark bedroom, or three kids scheming for attention. Both shows remind us that growing up is weird, being different is hard, and sometimes all you can do is laugh through the cringe. Other times, you are just left questioning your life choices. And aside from that, remember to drink water.